scoot through here. There we go. Wonderful. All right.
Check one again. I'm good.
Check 1, 2. All righty, let's roll.
Now let's send it up to the booth for the voice of the Royals, Jimmy Cook.
And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to Roncalli Royals basketball on the Roncalli Media Network. CYO night at Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium as the 5-7 Roncalli Royals host the undefeated and 9th-ranked New Pal Dragons here at Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium. Alongside Evan Tremaine, I'm Jimmy Cook. Thanks so much for spending part of your Friday night with us here on the Roncalli Media Network. Evan, the Royals coming off a tough loss to Columbus North, 57-45. Really, their struggles happened in the third quarter, but outside of that, a lot to be positive with, a lot to build off of, and they're going to need everyone at full strength tonight against the best New Pal program to this point in their school's history at 12-0 on the season.
Yeah, Roncalli, I think, definitely needs to come out of the gates with a big implosion because New Pal's 12-0, 9th in the state in 4A, and I think definitely they just need to come out with a big spark and just got to go with the underdog mentality and do what they got to do.
Well, tonight is also what I am officially coining as Rob Brown night here at the Vinny. Longtime voice of the Royals and my mentor, Rob Brown, is to be honored tonight at halftime to receive the Distinguished Media Service Award for District 2 that is given to those who have made profound positive contributions to their schools on the Roncalli Media Network. The legend himself just walked by, a very special night for him. We are very proud of our very own Rob Brown and everything that he's done for Roncalli athletics and Roncalli as a whole. So he'll be honored at halftime. It's CYO night and an opportunity for a ranked opponent to be downed here at the Vinny. What more could you ask for on a Friday night at Roncalli High School? We'll take our first break. When we come back, we'll have a pregame conversation with Royals head coach Jamin Warnke. We'll also get lineups in the tip, and eventually Evans' keys to the game. Again, the 9th-ranked 12-0 New Pal Dragons coming to the Vinny to take on your Roncalli Royals. Pre-game conversation with Royals head coach Jamin Warnke right around the corner on the Roncalli Media Network.
Hi folks, it's Ben Stallings with Beck Service Center. Automotive breakdowns and routine maintenance never come at a good time. Let us help take the stress out of your automotive repairs. With 10 mechanics and 32 bays, we can get you back up and running with minimal downtime. Quality parts, experienced mechanics, locally owned and operated since 1977. Located at the southeast corner of Madison and Edgewood, we are pretty darn good at fixing cars. Let's go Royals.
Meet Zach. Zach rides everywhere, day and night, rain or shine. At Indiana Members Credit Union, we know Zach. We know he's been saving up for a car. We're here to help Zach and you. Now get pre-approved for auto financing as low as 3.99% APR. Today, it's all about Zach. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters. Rates subject to credit approval and valid on purchase of 2020 or newer vehicles. Learn more at imcu.com.
Sports fans, it's Mark Maloney with JC Bank. Whether tailgating or listening to the game at home, JC Bank invites you to BYOB. Be your own branch. Got a laptop with Wi-Fi or a smartphone? Well, BYOB 24/7 with JC Bank's online and mobile banking options. Hey, you can even apply for a mortgage online with JC Bank. And remember, we're happy to serve you at one of our local JC Bank offices too. And we'll be opening soon in Greenwood. Get in the game at jcbank.com/BYOB. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at marian.edu.
While others focus on simply facilitating a transaction, Century 21 agents like Sarah Lux believe in the value of delivering extraordinary experiences by defying mediocrity and always giving you 121%. Find your new home or sell your current home with the best. Contact Sarah Lux at 502-6253 or online at listwithlux.com. That's Sarah Lux at listwithlux.com. Listwithlux.com.
Joining us as he does each and every game day, Royals head coach Jamin Warnke. Royals fresh off a competitive matchup against Columbus North, saw them fall 57-45 on Tuesday night. Coach, you've had an opportunity to look at that film now. We talked about it live post-game. That third quarter was your biggest bugaboo. If that's a different story in that third quarter, you guys have opportunities in the fourth to have it as a single-digit ball game. What did the full-scale film review of that tape reveal, and where do things need to be cleaned up for this group?
Well, we had 22 turnovers, and there were like 8 in the second quarter, which we were able to still live with. But then in the third quarter, we had 8 more, and those killed us when we got shots. So Columbus North only had 9 defensive rebounds. When we got a shot, it was good for us. We just have to take care of the ball. New Pal tonight is a great defensive team, and if they've watched our last 3, I would expect some three-quarter court or full court pressure tonight too.
Coach, I'm going to ask you a similar question tomorrow during our pregame conversation, but your goal night in and night out is obviously to win and have your group grow each and every game. But when you look at this stretch, Columbus North, New Pal, Center Grove tomorrow night, and you look at how tough Sectional 11 is, how can, regardless of the outcome, as long as you're seeing growth, how can a tough stretch like this make your team more battle-hardened and more well-prepared to answer the bell when Sectional 11 comes along here in a couple weeks?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I mean, the Cathedral game, the North Central game, the Pike game, we talked a lot about effort. And, we were able to pull the one out against North Central, and we had some moral victories there. But I'm tired of moral victories. we need to win a game tonight, and tonight's a winnable game. If we take care of the ball, we play with that same effort and enthusiasm, I think we're going to have a great atmosphere here tonight. Yes, this weekend is going to help us in the long run, but we need to win.
Your guard play has continued to shine. 3 Royals in double figures, Nolan Tunney, Drew Kagaris, Luke Kagaris, and you throw Trevor Lauk in there, and there's a number of different avenues for the Royals to get on a scoring run. How critical has that quartet of Royals been to the success of this team through your 5 wins on the season, and also just guiding the offense at times when you need a bucket?
Yeah. Those 3 guards, Luke and Drew and Nolan are, they're really as good of as a trifecta as we've ever had. Trevor is getting better. The last couple of weeks, he's been moving a lot better. He's getting in better shape. I asked him yesterday. He said he's down 15 pounds since football, and we can see it. He's got some explosiveness to him. He dunked it before the Columbus North game. So he's just getting his basketball legs and getting in some basketball shape. But yeah, those guards, like I said earlier, if we get a shot, those guys are going to make it. So we just got to take care of the ball.
15 pounds. I could use the Trevor Lauk workout routine, whatever he's going on right now. Maybe we'll stop by sometime. You tape tonight for New Pal. Very talented club, off to their best start in school history, at least with what John Harrell has on there dating back to the 90s. This is the best start they've had without a loss at 12-0, 10th in the coaches poll, 9th in 4A. What's the scouting report say about the Dragons?
Yeah, they're stinking good. They got their point guard is probably my favorite non-Roncalli player that I've ever coached against. And his stepmom went to school with me here. He should be here. But he's as tough as it gets. He's 5'10", 5'11", strong, can shoot, can pass. He's going to graduate New Pal with 11 varsity letters, and the only reason why it's not 12 is because the baseball season got canceled the COVID year. But so he's the head of the snake, Nunley, and then he's got a twin brother who's tough too, and then you have Stevens, he's kind of like a Luke Kagaris clone. That's what he looks like. He plays a little bit more inside. He's got a good post game. He's a good rebounder, great finisher in transition. We got our work cut out for us. This is a really, really good team.
Coach, the 2 things I want to close on. Rob Brown's going to be honored tonight by the IHSAA, and then, of course, it's CYO night as well. So I'm kind of bundling those two into one final statement opportunity for you. We know how important the feeder schools are in general, not just to the health of the South Side, but the health to Roncalli as a whole. And then you've known Rob for a long time, and it's a well-deserved honor for him. Going to be a very special night tonight here at the Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium.
It is. I mean, I think we just hit a 3 or something in there because the crowd is going nuts during a JV game. So tonight's going to be a great atmosphere. I love, CYO night. I love when our South Deanery kids are here. They bring so much excitement. We got them rally towels to get going tonight. So that'll be fun. And then Rob Brown. I mean, you talk about a guy who went above and beyond of any high school, play-by-play guy, any SID, the game notes. He pulls fact. I mean, even when we won the other night against North Central, he had a obscure fact for me on a text message. So he's so great. We were so lucky to have him for all these years, and he deserves everything he's going to get tonight.
Coach, should be a fun one. Always appreciate CYO night. Always nice when one of our own are recognized by the association, and best of luck to you and the guys tonight.
Thanks a lot.
That is Royals head coach Jamin Warnke. We'll be back with lineups and the tip after this. You're listening to Roncalli Royals basketball on the Roncalli Media Network.
A proud supporter of Roncalli High School, Indy Teledata provides IT solutions for businesses and organizations in central Indiana. For over 10 years, Steve Battiato and his team of professionals have provided comprehensive computing support, business telephone solutions, network infrastructure, and productivity suite integration. For a free evaluation of your technology needs, give Steve and his team a call at 317-231-5547 or visit us at indyteledata.com.
Steve's Flowers and Gifts is your family-owned Indianapolis and Greenwood florist. Our mission is to establish the highest level of floral value and customer service at comfortable consumer prices. For the best and freshest flowers in Indianapolis and surrounding areas, Steve's Flowers and Gifts has exactly what you're looking for. Check out our wide selection of flower arrangements to make your next occasion memorable. Call 317-787-3431 or visit us at 3150 East Thompson Road.
Now time to head over for Evan Germain's keys to the game. Evan, what do you need to see tonight?
Well, big thing for Roncalli tonight especially is to get off to a good start with a tough opponent coming in tonight with a rockin' St. Vincent St. Jim and 12-0 Dragons. You got to get out to a good start. You're going to have a crowd behind you. Another big thing tonight is limited turnovers, 22 last game against Columbus North. That was a big killer, and the loss by 12. But I think another big thing would be hitting free throws and get to the foul line. You got to get their big players in foul trouble as fast as you can, I think, and just get their bench players in and just keep fresh legs and stay out of foul trouble.
Well, it's incredibly well said. The turnovers were a massive, massive aspect that undercut the Royals throughout the ball game against Columbus North, but in particular in that third quarter. It is a special night tonight. Roncalli Media Network's own founder, the great Rob Brown, to be honored at halftime with the Distinguished Media Service Award for District 2 for his profound positive contribution to Roncalli High School and the Roncalli Media Network. It's CYO night, and the Royals have an opportunity to knock off a ranked opponent as the 9th-ranked New Pal Dragons take on your Roncalli Royals. We're going to step aside for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have lineups and the tip between the 9th-ranked New Pal Dragons and your Roncalli Royals. Tip-off is next on the Roncalli Media Network.
When looking for reliable HVAC professionals, look no further than Ane and Bartram Heating and Cooling. Whether you need a routine maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit, Ane and Bartram are available to handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. Ane and Bartram strive to be the best, so call them today at 317-889-9574. They even have 24/7 emergency service. Call them today, Ane and Bartram, 317-889-9574.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at marian.edu.
While others focus on simply facilitating a transaction, Century 21 agents like Sarah Lux believe in the value of delivering extraordinary experiences by defying mediocrity and always giving you 121%. Find your new home or sell your current home with the best. Contact Sarah Lux at 502-6253 or online at listwithlux.com. That's Sarah Lux at listwithlux.com. Listwithlux.com. Never lose your drive to deliver. Today's logistics marketplace is an ever-changing landscape where you can make your mark through dedication and passion. At Spot, these characteristics, along with drive and teamwork, form the basis for a rewarding, fast-paced career. Take it from our Roncalli co-founder and our dynamic group of Royals alumni. They've never lost the entrepreneurial spirit that provides the foundation for our continued success. There's never been a time like this, and there has never been a partner like Spot. We're relentless, we are experts, we are accomplished, and like you, we will never lose our drive to deliver. Come find your spot at spotinc.com/careers. Go Royals!
Providing comfort for families in their time of need is the main concern of the staff at Lauk-Veldoff Funeral Home. We are a small family-owned firm and take great pride in the personal service we offer and the family-like atmosphere at our facility. At Lauk-Veldoff, we only serve one family at a time, providing compassionate care and affordable options, truly part of your community. Lauk-Veldoff Funeral and Cremation Services. Call 317-636-6655.
While others focus on simply facilitating a transaction, Century 21 agents like Sarah Lux believe in the value of delivering extraordinary experiences by defying mediocrity and always giving you 121%. Find your new home or sell your current home with the best. Contact Sarah Lux at 502-6253 or online at listwithlux.com. That's Sarah Lux at listwithlux.com. Listwithlux.com.
Hi folks, it's Ben Stallings with Beck Service Center. Automotive breakdowns and routine maintenance never come at a good time. Let us help take the stress out of your automotive repairs. With 10 mechanics and 32 bays, we can get you back up and running with minimal downtime. Quality parts, experienced mechanics, locally owned and operated since 1977. Located at the southeast corner of Madison and Edgewood, we are pretty darn good at fixing cars. Let's go Royals.
Sports fans, it's Mark Maloney with JC Bank. Whether tailgating or listening to the game at home, JC Bank invites you to BYOB. Be your own branch. Got a laptop with Wi-Fi or a smartphone? Well, BYOB 24/7 with JC Bank's online and mobile banking options. Hey, you can even apply for a mortgage online with JC Bank. And remember, we're happy to serve you at one of our local JC Bank offices too. And we'll be opening soon in Greenwood. Get in the game at jcbank.com/BYOB. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium for Roncalli versus New Pal. Let's take a look at the starting lineups first. For the visiting Dragons at 12-0 on the season, at one guard, a 5'11 senior, number 11, Bryant Nunnally, averaging 4 points and a board a game. Another guard, a 5'10 senior, number 14, Blaine Nunnally, averaging 16 points as the team's leading scorer. Another guard, a 6'1 senior, number 21, Ian Rodebush, averaging 3 points and 2 rebounds per game. And rounding them out, make that a 6'3 sophomore forward, number 44, Ben Slagley, averaging 11 points and 7 rebounds per game. And now rounding them out, a 6'6 senior forward, number 5, Ian Stevens, averaging 16 points per contest. Head coach Paul Ferguson of those New Pal Dragons. Correction on that front, my apologies. Head coach of the Dragons is Trent Whitaker. For your Roncalli Royals, 5-7 on the year. At one guard, a 6'3 junior, number 10, Drew Kegaris. Another guard, a 6'4 senior, number 11, Luke Kegaris, averaging 16 points and 3 rebounds per game. A third guard, a 6-foot senior, number 22, Sean Byrne, averaging 3 points per night. A 6'2 senior guard, number 23, Nolan Tunney, averaging 12 points and 6 rebounds per game. And rounding them out, a 6'6 senior, the center, the big fella, number 55, Trevor Lauk, averaging 6 points and 4 rebounds per night. Head coach of your Royals is Jamin Warnke, 5-7 in this, his first season at the helm of Roncalli Royals basketball. The Jumbotron is a-flowing with graphics packages. The lights are out. The student section has their flashlights on their phones. It is a capacity crowd here tonight, not only for CYO night, not only for Rob Brown night as our leader and co-founder of the Roncalli Media Network receives the Distinguished Media Service Award, but also it is a battle between two bitter rivals as of late. The Royals victorious the last time these two met in any sport, that of course on the gridiron, knocking New Pal out in the IHSAA state tournament. Last time they met on the hardwood, advantage was New Pal a year ago. New Pal in the road reds, white numerals lettering, the red trim. Royals in their home whites, blue numerals lettering, and the red trim. It'll be Trevor Lauk set to jump it up with Ian Stevens, 6'6 versus 6'6. Ball is tapped and won by the Dragons, and we're underway from the Vinny on CYO night and Rob Brown Appreciation Night. Dragons with the basketball. Royals in a man-to-man look to open things. Dragons come into tonight averaging 67 points a contest. Slagley has it over on the left wing to Nunnally, who fires a three. And Blaine Nunnally gets the scoring started. It's 3-0 Dragons. Little token pressure applied right out of the gate by New Pal. They call it off. And Nolan Tunney will bring it up the floor. Tunney crosses the timeline. Another man-to-man look this time for the Dragons. Tunney pump fakes an entry pass. It was knocked away, and a loose ball foul is going to go against Luke Kegaris. That'll be his first, and the first on the team. Tunney kind of forced that entry pass on the high post to Kegaris. New Pal had it scouted the whole way.
Yeah, not a hot start there offensively for Roncalli. They're trying to limit turnovers for this game, and hopefully they can figure it out.
Nunnally to trigger, and he does. To Rudebush, receives it back from Nunnally. Far right side to Bryant. Bryant over to Blaine. Now Rudebush left side to Blaine at the top of the arc. He goes around a screen. No look pass on the baseline. Lauk, good defense. And a loose ball foul. Oh, they're going to say it went against the Royals. My goodness. I don't know about that. That Trevor Lauk was away from the play at that point. It is going to go on Lauk all the same. That's his first. The second on the Royals. And it's going to send Ian Stevens, the team's leading scorer, to the charity stripe for 2 free ones. First one is up and nothing but nylon on it. Stevens a 68% free throw shooter on the season.
Yeah, it looked kind of weird when Trevor fouled him. It feels like it was off the ball, but they didn't call anything at first, and then they called the foul.
Second one is off the mark. Rebound fought for by 2 Royals. Trevor ultimately takes it, and it's gathered up to Tunney. Tunney, far left side, gives a handoff to Byrne. Byrne now to Drew Kegaris, to Tunney in the corner. Fakes a three-pointer, hands defense by Rudebush, and a pass on a miscommunication is plucked out of the air by Schmaltz. His look-ahead pass in transition to Rudebush. Extra pass, no. Stevens missed the shot. Rebound fought for to New Pal, out at the top of the arc for 3. It's in and out. Hand slaps were heard from over here. They say no. The ball controlled by Tunney for the Royals. Tunney a crossover, spinning in the lane. High pass to Kegaris. He passed out of the shot, and it's turned over. Nunnally, left side over to Rudebush. Rudebush on a baseline pass, finds Nunnally in the corner. Now a drive to Stevens. Right side, top of the arc, Rudebush resets things to Nunnally in that corner on the far left side directly in front of us. Now they reset things to Blaine. Blaine right side, Bryant calling for it in the corner. They'll kick it to him, but a travel first. Shot was no good anyway. Roncalli forces the turnover, and they get the basketball back down 4-0.
Yeah, that was great defensive stand there by Roncalli after a bad offensive start.
Coach Warnke does not like the start overall. It's a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here with 6:16 to play in this opening frame. New Pal leads 4-0. When we mention it, you can hear the PA over our broadcast right now. It is a bumping capacity crowd I would have to ask the historian directly behind me, the great Rob Brown, regarding this, but this building's only been around here for 2-3 years or so. Probably one of the most packed outings that it's hosted. Takes you back to the days of the old gym when you'd have the lower ceiling and just a fire marshal on hand, capacity ground all around there. Standing room only all the time, nearly standing room only here tonight. Roncalli successfully inbounds out of the timeout, little full court pressure, lob pass to Kagaris. Kagaris to Byrne, who finds Lauk baseline. Lauk far baseline, risky pass, Drew Kagaris left wing three. Yes, sir! Drew Kagaris knocks it down, and the Royals are on the board. It's 4-3.
Just got to get the crowd into it. They'll have your back.
They will have your back all night long. It's a great point. Anytime you can get the home court into it is a good thing. Rudebush left side, fakes a pass, now gives over to Bryant. Bryant to Rudebush on the far right side. They reset things over to Nunnally. That's Blaine. Blaine on the right wing at the top, Rudebush. He resets things, fakes a pass over to Nunnally. Nunnally a bounce feed, a power move for Slagley. He'll reset at the top. Good defense by Lauk. Right side, Blaine. Blaine, a little jab step, a little fake. He'll give to his brother Brian, who hoists a three and hits.
It wasn't even bad defense on that one, just better ball movement and a better shot.
The Nunnally brothers 2 triples, and it's 7-3. Advantage Dragons. Luke Kagaris' first real touch tonight over to Lauk, high post at the right elbow. He finds Luke around a screen. Little physical man-to-man look. He'll rise and fire over it anyway and hit it. Luke Kagaris from downtown, and it's 7-6. Royals within one yet again. Right side, Nunnally operates. Over to Bryant. Bryant in the corner to Stevens, who hoists for three. And bang, 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 they say. Triples all around. It's 10-6. Advantage New Pal.
I call that triple time there.
Indeed. Tunney in between the circles to Lauk. The big fella's not going to shoot from out there, but he will look for Tunney on the left wing. Tunney drives, kicks to Byrne. Back to Lauk, top of the arc. A dribble handoff. No, taking himself. The big fella, a euro. It'll go to the line for two. He could not get the shot to go. We saw that against Columbus North, and Trevor was out of control like a bull in a china shop almost. Got a offensive foul, that time a little bit more precise with the euro, and gets a chance to earn the 2 points the hard way.
Yeah, these are big shots here. I mean, back-to-back three-pointers by both teams. You just got to keep scoring if you got to keep scoring.
Lauk at the line, it's good. Trevor Lauk has been silky smooth from the charity stripe. Prior to the Columbus North game, he was a 54% free throw shooter. That's up 10 points now. He's a 64% free throw shooter on the season to this point. He's just been very, very sharp and efficient. Naturally, he would miss that one. That's the old broadcaster's jinx. I will take the L there. It's 10-7. Up the floor they roll. Rudebush to Nunnally. Nunnally back to Rudebush. Now right side Stevens. They swing it around the horn to Bryant. Bryant right corner finds Stevens. Now a bounce feed inside out pass to Nunnally. Nunnally over to Rudebush. Rudebush a fake to Nunnally. Now back to Bryant. Bryant right side gives to Blaine. Blaine back to Bryant. As the Royals look at a 2-3 zone look now. 3:55 to play in this first quarter. 10-7 New Pal. Stevens to Nunnally, who hoists and left it short. Lauk the board. Outlet pass Luke Kagaris. Royals say let's ride. Kagaris around a screen. Thought about stopping and popping. Instead gives the Tunney left wing over to Byrne. Byrne, baseline feed Lauk. Left block, spins, extra pass. Kagaris, yes! Drew Kagaris from downtown. And the Royals have knotted it up at 10 apiece.
Great ball been by Trevor, especially on the kick-out shot after threatening to go in.
Nunnally, top of the arc. That's Blaine, who gives to Bryant. Back to Blaine, now left side Rudebush. Over to Blaine, top of the arc. He was open for three. Now he won't settle, instead to Bryant. Bryant, back to Blaine. Volleyball line, he does not want that. Rudebush drives on Kagaris. Extended the arm a little bit. Luke cuts it off. Stevens, high-low action. In the paint, Slagley. He spins on Lauk. They wanted to travel. They didn't get it. Thought he shuffled the feet from our vantage point. New Pal back in front, 12-10. Tunney receives the inbound and looks right sideline to the Roncalli bench. 2:45 to play in this opening frame. New Pal leads by 2. Tunney to Lauk on the left wing. Gives to Tunney. Thought about a triple. Hand off Kagaris. Right side. Drew. A little pump fake. Hand off to Lauk. Lauk one-on-one. Spinning. Extra pass. Tunney. Corner three. Hits the front of the iron. Rebound. Last touch by Drew Kagaris. It'll go back to New Pal.
It's good ball, but Trevor, I've never seen him pass like that a long time. He's shuffling all those moves and kick-out shots and nice shot fakes as well. For a big man like that.
He's moving, he's spry, and he's ready to roll. New Pal leads by 12. Full court pressure applied by the Royals. Make that a full court trap. They're able to navigate through it, though, to Slagley, who gives him the corner. Now gets it back. Matched up at Lauk. Drives at him. Hot potato with it. Stevens a fake. A kick. Left side to Gizzy. Gizzy works. Good defense by Kagaris. Right side, Nunnally. Back to Stevens. Looking against this 2-3 zone. Look for Roncalli. Right side. In the corner, Gizzy. Gizzy to Stevens. High pass. They can't find an opening so far against this zone. Looking for a backdoor. It's not there. Bryant to Blaine. Into Slagley in the paint. Spinning, falling away. Off the mark. And the Royals force a miss. Tunney the board.
Great defensive possession after having the ball for over almost a minute.
Tunney. Left block. Kicks to Byrne. Luke Kagaris at the Roncalli R. Now Drew. Right side. Little jab step. Lauk calls for it. Right block. Finds a cutting Tunney. A power dribble. He goes up and he hits. We're tied at 12.
Nice cut to the rim by Nolan as well. I mean, that was a great cut for Trevor to find him for his second assist.
Right side. On a backdoor cut, Slagley. The defense fell asleep. Assistant coach Justin Agresta not happy with that. Slagley gets his first points. 14-12. Advantage New Pal. They've led by as many as 4 a couple of times. Drew gives it to Luke Kagaris. Now Trevor. Free throw line to the right side. Little jab step, looking for help. Now he'll work the dribble. He spins. He turns. He's fouled. He can't turn it home. Thought he was going to, but it was just off to the left side. And Trevor will head to the charity stripe for 2 free ones. Subs at the table about to get going.
Yeah, that shot looked like he was going in on Trevor on that.
You and I both thought it was going down. No such luck there for the Royals on that particular exchange. First one off the mark. Lauk measures and knocks it down.
Well, he's not hitting the 64% right now, but if he's drawing fouls, we'll get up to 70.
50% right now,
and we'll
unofficially.
Well, third and 0.
Makes it 14-13. Haynes, little jab step to Hill. Hill back to Haynes. He just checked into the ball game. They work it around to Gizzy. Gizzy gets into the corner. He'll hoist a 3. That's too long. Board is Stevens. He goes up strong, lays it up and in. Ian Stevens, the 6'6 senior. Nobody put a body on him. He's got 6, and the lead is 3, 16-13.
He uses his length there as well with his arms.
Tunney at the Roncalli R. They might hold for 1 here. Hesitates. Now gives to Selke. Judd to Drew Kagaris with 10. Kagaris left wing to Luke in the corner. He'll drive. He'll pull up mid-range. Too much on it. Final 4 seconds. Rebound taken by Hill. Hill up ahead to Blaine Nunnally. All the way to the rim. Offensive foul. Send it the other way. It's a charge. Roncalli slid in for it. Beautiful call by the official. And that will end our first quarter of play. A reckless drive by Blaine Nunnally. And this place has energy abound. We will take a break with them. End of 1. New Pal 16, Roncalli 13. And I believe that's going to be the end of the quarter.
Yeah, it should be. Definitely. New Pal doesn't like it, though.
They're going to put .4 on the clock. So I put .4 up there.
And there's a chance to get it off. You just got to hot potato it.
Sure. We've seen crazier things. It would have to be a major tip, though, and the Royals content with a 3-point lead or 3-point deficit in pocket right there on the precipice, giving counterpunch to counterpunch against the New Pal Dragons. We will take our first break to end the first quarter at the end of 1. New Pal 16, Roncalli 13. Second quarter on the other side on the Roncalli Media Network.
Sports fans, it's Mark Maloney with JC Bank. Whether tailgating or listening to the game at home, JC Bank invites you to BYOB. Be your own branch. Got a laptop with Wi-Fi or a smartphone? Well, BYOB 24/7 with JC Bank's online and mobile banking options. Hey, you can even apply for a mortgage online with JC Bank. And remember, we're happy to serve you at one of our local JC Bank offices too. And we'll be opening soon in Greenwood. Get in the game at jcbank.com/BYOB. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Providing comfort for families in their time of need is the main concern of the staff at Lauk Veldoff Funeral Home. We are a small family-owned firm and take great pride in the personal service we offer and the family-like atmosphere at our facility. At Lauk Veldoff, we only serve one family at a time, providing compassionate care and affordable options, truly part of your community. Lauk and Veldoff Funeral and Cremation Services. Call 317-636-6655.
St. Vincent Gymnasium. Roncalli with the basketball to open this second quarter. Tunney on a drive off the inbound from the right side. Tunney gets it to go. He now has 4 points unofficially, and it is a 1-point game, 16-15.
Great take out of the timeout as well.
Dragons have it on the far right side. They swing it to Hill. Hill in the corner to Stevens. Back to Hill, left side. Another zone look for the Royals to open this second quarter. Operating with hot potato action. Nunnally fakes the pass, gets over on that far left side to Hill. Hill had it stolen away, but it was tipped back. Again, more hot potato action to the Dragons. Top of the arc, Nunnally. Thought about a three. Laser pass right side. Layup is good by Kendall Hill, and it's a 3-point lead for New Pal. Tunney crosses the timeline. 1 minute gone by in this second quarter. Selke at the Roncalli R to Byrne. Byrne skip past Drew Kagaris, left wing. Kagaris, Selke, Byrne, Tunney, the 5 out there for Roncalli. Backdoor cut on the far side by Luke Kagaris. High post, spinning, turning, hanging. He didn't get the call, got his own rebound, goes up again, and was whacked from here to New Pal. He'll go to the line for 2 free ones.
Yeah, great offensive rebound there by Luke as well. He used his length on that one to get it back to the rim and draw a foul.
First free throw. Knocked down. One more upcoming for Luke. 3 points in that first quarter. Second one up and in. 1 point game once again. 18-17 advantage New Pal. 6:33 to play in this first half. Full court pressure applied by the Royals. They're able to force them into a tough spot. Stevens goes all the way to the rim. Lauk stayed hands straight up. Great defense by the Royals. They have numbers, but the Dragons are back. Kagaris hesitates, has Drew open in the corner. Drew goes baseline, drives, and now he's in trouble. It was last touched by the Dragons on the strip by Moses Haynes. We'll stay on this end. Royals unable to get a fast break opportunity out of it.
Probably the best thing could have happened, though, in the corner, at least get it tipped out.
No jump ball tie-up or anything. Instead of this inbound. Baseline right underneath the Dragons' hoop. Luke Kagaris to trigger. High pass Lauk. Fakes a handoff. Trying to spin and turn. Gives to Kagaris. Top of the arc. Luke will bring it back out. Luke looking for a little bit of clear out. Lauk calling for it. Now he picked up his dribble to Tunney. He's all alone. Has about 2 to 3 feet of space. Instead gives to Byrne. Drew Kagaris got free. Around the screen. He drives. Back to Byrne in the corner. To Drew. Pump fakes. Thought he got slapped on the wrist, and he hit it anyway. And the Royals have their first lead of the ball game, 19-18. Dragons quickly swing it. Stevens to Nunnally. Nunnally to Haynes for 3. Got it to go. Moses Haynes off the bench knocks it in. And it's 21-19. Lead swings back to New Pal.
They're swinging that ball really quickly as well.
Lauk top of the arc to Tunney. He thought about a three-pointer. Now crosses over. In the corner, Byrne. Lauk flashing. Left block. Hangs. In trouble. Thought he was slapped. Gives to Luke Kagaris for 3 off the mark. Trevor the board. A spin. A turn and a finish. Trevor Lauk with 4. We're tied at 21. Up the other end. Stevens to Haynes to Nunnally. Pump fakes a 3. Now drives, kicks, corner 3. Gizzy, good. A 40% three-point shooting team, and the Dragons are feeling it a bit right now. 24-21. They lead by 3. Luke Kagras at the Roncalli arm. Gives to Lauk, far right wing. Pump fakes a pass, now gives it to Luke. Luke in the corner, matched up with Stevens. Lauk calls for a screen. Luke fights through it, pulls up, now passes out of the shot to Lauk. Lauk mid-range, baseline, bullying his way, trying to fight through. Hangs it to Byrne. He'll fire for 3. Off the mark. Rebound, gets right to Tunney, and he's fouled from behind by Stevens.
Nice shot pick by Nolan to get the draw foul.
Tunney will go to the charity stripe for 2 free ones. Nolan a 60%er on the year. Fouling against Stevens, his first. The 5th on the Dragons, and nothing but nylon for that first free throw by Nolan Tunney. He now has 5. Sub at the table, Bryant Nunnally checks in for the Dragons. Nunnally, Gizzy, Haynes, Blaine Nunnally, and Stevens. The 5 out there for the Dragons. Byrne, Lauk, Kagras, Tunney. The 5 out there for the Royals with 4:27 to go. Tunney's free throw is good, makes them both, and makes it a 1-point game.
Good stop here and get the lead back, get the crowd back, right back into it as well.
Nunnally crosses the timeline, works with the left hand. Hesitates to the left side, now goes right side to Gizzy. Gizzy receives it back to Nunnally. Now finds around a screen. Gizzy thought about a 3. Nunnally dribbles into 1 to Bryant. Bounce feed corner. Haynes 3. Yes, they do not miss if you leave them open. Moses Haynes from downtown, and it's a 4-point advantage, largest of the game for New Pal. Matches the largest of the game. Tunney, left wing to Byrne. Byrne looking for Kagras. It's not there. Now finds Luke. Luke gets separation. Matched up by Bryant Nunnally. Over to Lauk, top of the arc, left wing. Fakes a handoff to Drew. Now in the corner, a laser to Byrne. Byrne, extra pass, Kagras, 3:35 to go in the half. Now Drew Kagras controls left side. Over to Tunney on the left wing. Drew sets a screen. Tunney a dribble. Now to Kagras. He'll go around the screen. Drew to Byrne. He does not want to shoot that one. Now to Drew. Lauk calling for it. Drew navigates the other side, hands off to Tunney, who looks over to Coach Warnke and receives instructions. Tunney, left side, looking for Drew Kagras, finds him left wing. Byrne sets a screen. They bring a double. Now to Byrne. He lost the handle on it. Body's on the deck. It squirts out over to Haynes. Haynes up ahead, Stevens. Right at Kagras. He lays it up and in. And it's a 6-point advantage just like that. And with how talented this Dragons team is, not to say crazier things can't happen, but the Royals can't afford to let this thing trickle into double figures.
Gotta keep tickling away with it as well.
Kagras, right side. It was fouled, and if that's Stevens, that's 2. It is Stevens, and that's his second. Not to say there's not playmakers on this Dragons team, but anytime you can get fouls to add up for their star players, you're going to count that as a win. 6th on the team, any foul the rest of the way by the Dragons is free throws. Tunney to trigger. He finds Luke Kagras on the low arm of the Roncalli R. To Tunney, right wing. He'll drive. Nolan hangs. Floater too strong. There was a little bit of contact. Officials say play on. Blaine Nunnally up ahead. Gizzy in rhythm. Off the mark. Rebound falls and is popped in the air. Able to be tracked down by Nunnally. He's trapped in the corner to Haynes, who's open for 3. Off the mark that time. And a rebound is won by Tunney. 2:15 to play first half. 29-23. Advantage Dragons. Tunney. Over to Lauk, top of the arc. His pass was deflected out of bounds by Stevens, playing very aggressive with those 2 fouls. Selke will check in. They'll bring Stevens out of the ball game.
Yeah, I think Roncalli's got to get more rhythm here on offense. The past couple minutes can kind of sloppy, and they just need to keep scoring because New Pal's knocking threes down like a fly.
Tunney over to Kagras off the inbound. Kagras left side. On the left wing, now all the way at the Roncalli R. Around a screen from Byrne. They bring a double immediately. He was whacked on the arm by Nunnally. They don't call it. Up the floor they roll as Haynes. Haynes at the top. They reset things to Nunnally. And now on the far right side goes Haynes. Haynes, top of the arc. They reset over to Nunnally left side. Bryant at the volleyball line. 1:38 to go in this first half. He holds at the top of this Roncalli zone. And again, no shot clock present in high school basketball. Dragons very content to milk this out. They lead by 6, trying to bait the Royals out of this zone. Back around the horn, and again they're going to hold. Nunnally right side. Over to Haynes. Haynes in the corner. They fake a shot, does Rudabush. Rudabush back to Haynes. And again, they're just playing hot potato with it. No intention right now to score unless they get a truly open look. Risky bounce pass to Blaine Nunnally. Back to his brother Bryant in the corner to Hill. Hill back to Nunnally. Under a minute now to play. And again, no intention to score by the Dragons. Now a drive as the Royals switch to a man-to-man. And this time a hand check is called on the Royals. Some exasperated, sarcastic chants from the Dragons in attendance.
I mean, that can help as well if force a turnover now in the inbound.
They instead force a shot, a rebound, an outlet pass. Nunnally. That layup was off the mark. Final 40 seconds of this first half. Royals need a stop. Nunnally drives on Kagras, lowered the shoulder, forced the contact, got the shot to go anyway. Lead up to 8, 31-23. Tunney hands to Drew Kagras, left wing. Kagras a jab step. Far right side to Luke. 18 seconds to play in the half. Luke, long three. Luke Kagras, timeout being screamed for by Coach Warnke. Didn't matter. Green light is good. Final 10 seconds of this first half. Final 4 seconds. It's a long three. It's an air ball. Pass in the corner at the horn for three. No, and the Royals get a big stop and steal a little bit of momentum heading in to the halftime locker room. They still trail by 5. A number of open looks for the Dragons that made the Royals pay from downtown. However, they're in this ball game, and that's the most important part right now, Evan.
That's a big thing right now because a big three by Kagras, that was a big difference maker. But going in the half, down 5 instead of 8 is a big deal because you just need some momentum against the number 9 team in the 4A.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have a full look at those first half numbers. Additionally, one of our very own, the legend Rob Brown, is going to be honored tonight by the Distinguished Media Award. Distinguished Media Service Award, I should say, for District 2. That is given to those who've made a profound and positive contribution on their schools and respective communities, and Rob Brown has no doubt done that. Both of us here, Evan Tremaine to my right and myself, Jimmy Cook, can speak to that because Rob helped set a broadcasting pathway for all of us that would not have been possible without his willingness to teach and willingness to help out young student broadcasters, also being one of the top SIDs in the state and helping promote Roncalli athletics at a high energy level. Rob's going to be honored here in just a bit. We're going to take a quick break on the on the Tom O'Brien Craftsman Jeep Dodge Ram halftime show. When we come back, Rob Brown will be honored here at the Vinny at the intermission. Roncalli trailing. New Pal leads 31-26. Halftime show's up next on the Roncalli Media Network.
A proud supporter of Roncalli High School, Indy Teledata provides IT solutions for businesses and organizations in central Indiana. For over 10 years, Steve Battiato and his team of professionals have provided comprehensive computing support, business telephone solutions, network infrastructure, and productivity suite integration. For a free evaluation of your technology needs, give Steve and his team a call at 317-231-5547 or visit us at indyteledata.com.
Never lose your drive to deliver. Today's logistics marketplace is an ever-changing landscape where you can make your mark through dedication and passion. At Spot, these characteristics, along with drive and teamwork, form the basis for a rewarding, fast-paced career. Take it from our Roncalli co-founder and our dynamic group of Royals alumni. They've never lost the entrepreneurial spirit that provides the foundation for our continued success. There's never been a time like this, and there has never been a partner like Spot. We're relentless. We are experts. We are accomplished, and like you, we will never lose our drive to deliver. Come find your spot at spotinc.com/careers. Go Royals! Hey, maybe the summer blew by and your child hasn't been to his or her back-to-school eye exam. Let the experts take a look and schedule an appointment today with Vision Quest Eye Care. Vision Quest has 2 locations to serve you and your family in Greenwood and Geist. Visit VisionQuestEyeCare.com and schedule today. That's VisionQuestEyeCare.com. This past spring, Roncalli celebrated Roar Survival Safari. We want to once again thank those sponsors that made such a special night possible. Ascension St. Vincent, Marian University, Steve's Flowers and Gifts, Indy Teledata, Harding Poorman, Laundry and Tan Connection, O'Reilly Branson Funeral Service and Crematory, Quality Supply and Tool Company, James Babcock Incorporated.
Welcome back to Roncalli High School, Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer tonight, David Lauk, as he honors the legend Rob Brown, honored with the Distinguished Media Service Award for all his service to Roncalli High School and the Roncalli Media Network. Again, and we're kind of doing this on the fly, so for those of you that are on our YouTube feed, a well-deserved honor for my mentor, for a mentor of Evans, and for a mentor of all of us that have come through the ranks of the Roncalli Media Network. Just an outstanding individual, an outstanding broadcaster, an amazing friend. Greatly appreciate all that Rob Brown has done for all of our lives and all of the Roncalli Media Network. Without his brilliance, excellence, and guidance, the Roncalli Media Network would not have been founded. We would not have student broadcasts. I mean, maybe they would have come along eventually, but never not to the level and to the just overall excellence that we've seen on a not just nightly basis, but the running total of games done, of student broadcasters that have gone on to do excellent things, all of which would not have been possible without Rob's tutelage and without his help forming the Roncalli Media Network. We are going to take one more break. When we come back, we will wrap up the first half with a look at some of the stats and then ultimately get things started with half number 2. Tip of the cap to Rob Brown, recipient, well-deserved, long overdue of the Distinguished Media Service Award for District 2. Roncalli Media Network owes Rob Brown a debt of gratitude. We'll take a quick break. Be back after this on the Roncalli Media Network.
Meet Zach. Zach rides everywhere, day and night, rain or shine. At Indiana Members Credit Union, we know Zach. We know he's been saving up for a car. We're here to help Zach and you. Now get pre-approved for auto financing as low as 3.99% APR. Today, it's all about Zach. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters. Rates subject to credit approval and valid on purchase of 2020 or newer vehicles. Learn more at imcu.com.
Hi folks, it's Ben Stallings with Beck Service Center. Automotive breakdowns and routine maintenance never come at a good time. Let us help take the stress out of your automotive repairs. With 10 mechanics and 32 bays, we can get you back up and running with minimal downtime. Quality parts, experienced mechanics, locally owned and operated since 1977. Located at the southeast corner of Madison and Edgewood, we are pretty darn good at fixing cars. Let's go Royals.
Harding Porman is a full-service printing and brand communications company. From creative services and strategy to print, signage, digital output, warehousing and fulfillment, mailing, e-commerce storefronts, and even mobile solutions. They are dedicating to helping their clients get the most out of their brand communication efforts with the quality they can see and results they can be sure of. Get the most out of your brand communications. Certified to be the best, Harding Porman.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at marian.edu.
Providing comfort for families in their time of need is the main concern of the staff at Lauk Veldoff Funeral Home. We are a small family-owned firm and take great pride in the personal service we offer and the family-like atmosphere at our facility. At Lauk Veldoff, we only serve one family at a time, providing compassionate care and affordable options, truly part of your community. Lauk and Veldoff Funeral and Cremation Services. Call 317-636-6655.
Welcome back to Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium. Let's take a look at your first half numbers. First with the Dragons, 8 points for Ian Stevens, 6 points for Moses Haynes, 5 points for Blaine Nunnally, 4 points for Ben Slagley, 3 points apiece for Julius Gizzi and Bryant Nunnally, 2 points for Kendon Hill. They outscored the Royals 16-13 in the first, 15-13 in the second. For the Royals, 8 points for Drew Kegaris, 8 points for Luke Kegaris, Super Kegaris Bros as they were called in the game notes, combining for 16 of the Royals' 29. 6 points for Nolan Tunney, 4 points for Trevor Lauk to end all scoring for the Royals. Roncalli utilized, I believe, a 30-second timeout and a full timeout. 30-second timeout utilized by the Dragons. Outside of that, those are your numbers. And the second half is about to get underway. Alongside Evan Tremaine, I am Jimmy Cook. One more tip of the cap to the legend Rob Brown, honored at halftime with the Distinguished Media Service Award from Commissioner Paul Knighting and the IHSAA. Royals in a man-to-man to open things. Make that a zone look, I beg your pardon. Nunnally has it right side on a bounce feed to Stevens, same five that started it for the Dragons. They swing it to the far left side, hot potato with it, and a travel called against Slagley.
Yeah, these are things Roncalli's got to take advantage of when it's forcing turnovers and then getting back in the game. You're only down 5, but you got to take advantage of it against number 9 team in the state.
Have to take advantage anytime 3 points are available. Tunney controls the volleyball line. Over to Drew Kegaris on the left wing, little jab step, now to Lauk, top of the arc. Lauk looking for some movement, it's not there. Won't give to Byrne. Instead, he'll take it himself. Lauk kicks to Drew Kegaris, who goes baseline, hangs. Thought there was some contact. Lauk gets the board. He goes up strong, and he finishes. 6 points for Trevor Lauk. 3-point game.
I'm hoping he's a Duggan one of these days.
I would like that very much. At the top goes Blaine Nunnally. Kicks to Bryant. Back to Blaine. Now Stevens. Over to Blaine right side. Make that Bryant, I beg your pardon, who gives to Blaine. And he operates at the base of the Roncalli R. Led by as many as 6 did the Dragons. Blaine. Top of the arc for 3. Calm, cool, and collected. Something the Royals just can't afford to give up. They can't exchange 2s for 3s. The lead is back to 6, 34-28.
Any space is enough space for New Pal, especially tonight.
Lauk, top of the arc. Well, they came in shooting at 40% from beyond the arc, and they've been feeling it so far here at the Vinny. Tunney thought he was bumped. They don't call it. Tunney hangs, and the shot's off the mark. A lot of body contact that's been gone by the wayside. Stevens to the rim, lays it up and in. Blocking foul is called, and one for the Dragons as Stevens hit the layup, and this is ballooned to an 8-point lead, the largest of the game for New Pal. Fouls on
Luke Kegris.
Luke Kegris. The board says it's his second. Unless that is on Nunnally, and they've yet to change it on the board.
Yeah, Luke just got there a little late. He almost got there to get the charge.
3-point play completed by Stevens. (37-28), 9-point lead, largest of the game for the Dragons. Lauk to Luke Kegris, trying to drive. Ball was stripped and taken away by Bryant Nunnally, and a loose ball foul called against Luke Kegris. And if the board is right, that's his third. It is indeed his third. So that was misannounced initially. Kegris now with 3. And Blaine Nunnally will walk it up. Well, New Pal, again, off to their best start in school history, 12-0 on the season. They're really flexing their muscles right now. Royals in desperate need of a stop, and there's a steal by Byrne. Byrne jumps a passing lane, gets to Lauk, who gives to Kegris. Kegris on the left wing, working with those 3 fouls around a Lauk screen. He'll spin, he'll turn in the paint with some body contact, and again, nothing called by the far side official. Up the floor comes Blaine Nunnally. Nunnally at the top of the arc gives over to Stevens left side. Entry feed Slagley over to Bryant Nunnally for 3. You know the result. He knocked it down, 40-28. The lead is ballooned to 12, and the New Pal Dragons starting to flex their muscles a bit. To timeout, we'll take one as well. Largest lead of the game for the Dragons, 40-28. Back in a moment on the Roncalli Media Network.
A proud supporter of Roncalli High School, Indy Teledata provides IT solutions for businesses and organizations in central Indiana. For over 10 years, Steve Battiato and his team of professionals have provided comprehensive computing support, business telephone solutions, network infrastructure, and productivity suite integration. For a free evaluation of your technology needs, give Steve and his team a call at 317-231-5547 or visit us at indyteledata.com.
Welcome back to Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium. 5:17 to play in this third quarter. Roncalli in their largest hole tonight, 40-28. Utilizing a full timeout. Try to regroup. Kegris, Tunney, Lauk, Byrne, the 5 out there for Roncalli. Drew Kegris to Byrne left side, over to Lauk, top of the arc. Lauk, hands off to Tunney. Thought about a 3, jab step. Works the right side to Kegris in the corner. Kegris drives on Stevens. He was bumped. He lays it up. He lays it in.
Nice move there by Drew. To get to the rim.
Makes it a 10-point game up the other end. And what's the call? They're going to call a blocking foul on Trevor Lauk. Thought he was set from our vantage point. The other official says no. It's the second foul on Trevor Lauk. I was too busy looking at Lauk on that. It is 2 shots. Shot was off the mark, I beg your pardon, by Slagley. But his first free throw won't go. Slagley, a 73% free throw shooter on the season. And a lane violation called against Slagley. So the Roncalli Royals able to dodge a bullet there. No points. Slagley committed a violation as he was attempting his free throw. And Kegris will walk it ahead.
He's got to take advantage of this.
Kegris left side to Byrne. Byrne to Lauk, top of the arc. Hands off to Tunney. Tunney right at the top of the arc. On the right wing, he strays now with the left hand, resets things over to Byrne. Byrne, little jab step, pump fakes a pass, finds Luke Kagras to the volleyball line with the right hand on the right side. He'll back it back out over to Tunney at the Ascension St. Vincent logo. Now to Lauk, top of the arc, looking for a backdoor cut. It's not there. Fakes a handoff. Lauk spins. Lauk turns. His pass was deflected. He almost fouled Rudebush. Up the lane goes Stevens, and a blocking foul called on Luke Kagras, and that's going to be his 4th. Let's wait to make sure that's where it is. But in a situation where Roncalli's down by 10, and their leading scorer is headed to the bench with 4 fouls, it's a full plate of adversity. The Royals are staring down right now, and the Dragons have the basketball, baseline left, underneath Roncalli's basket. A bounce feed into Slagley. He takes a power dribble. It's cut off, and somehow it's force-fed. Make that Rudebush to Slagley, who lays it up and in. 42-30, halfway gone by in this third quarter. Can't get these leads back all at once. You got to slowly chip away. Green is into the game for Roncalli. That's Luke Green. They give over to Tunney right side. Tunney spinning, hanging, and he was fouled. Finally, the Royals, the beneficiaries of a whistle. That's the first foul on the Dragons here in this half. And it went against Slagley, his 3rd.
Yeah, nice spin by Nolan. He spun right into him. They had to call the foul. They hit on the wrists.
Some of the table, Julius Gizzi will check in. Green looking to inbound. Stevens hassling him, and he's able to steal it away. Stevens, up the floor he goes, leaves it right side to Nunnally. Nunnally on the right wing, works a crossover, in between the legs, guarded by Byrne. Byrne fights through a screen. Nunnally forces a wild shot up, and it's off the mark. Rebound for Lauk. Royals down by 12, in need of a basket. Tunney goes around a screen, gives to Green. Oh, defender overplayed. Green, mid-range, no. Lauk, a rebound, and a foul. No, it's not going to be a foul. It's going to be last touched by Nunnally.
And light top by Trevor, get that ball back.
Royals got to inbound the basketball, and it's going to be ultimately Byrne that triggers, with Stevens giving on-ball pressure. Byrne to trigger. Stevens once again, active hand, swats it away.
I think now you got to try to bounce it in my opinion, make it cut or something, because his arms are so long, it's just so tough.
And it's blocked away again. This one tipped right to Lauk. Lauk, hands in the corner to Byrne. Byrne goes around Stevens, now works to the left side. In trouble, gives to Tunney. Tunney at the volleyball line. Far left side of the floor. Lauk calling for it. He gets a post feed. Lauk goes up, and he's whacked with authority by Bryant Nunnally. Lauk hit the deck hard. He's up and at him, though, very quickly. And going to the charity stripe, officials are going to have a conversation. We'll have everybody clear while the officials have a conversation. I believe that's why everybody's clearing.
Am I rooting for a flagrant?
My only guess is that's what it would be, and that was, again, I'm not going to judge one individual, particularly at this level, based on the actions, but it was a physical foul. Was there a play on the ball? You could probably make the argument, but that's at least the conversation the officials are having right now with this timeout on the floor. Now, one could argue to avoid chippiness, you might make an example and hand out a flagrant here. It is indeed a flagrant, and that is the right call by the official. Again, the angle by which the foul was taken, it's hard to make an argument there wasn't excessive force, particularly as big as Trevor Lauk is, to be able to knock him on the floor while an impressive show of strength. This building is high energy. It's starting to get chippy, Evan, and all you can really do there is make an example before things get too out of hand.
Yeah, I think the big thing is Trevor probably didn't like that very well, and next time he gets a foul, I don't think he'll let it slide very well.
No. So Lauk will go to the line for free throws. Left that one well short. Well, Trevor's looked much cleaner and calmer at the line. And again, he did just take a hard fall, so you got to take that into consideration. But we've seen sharper attempts from him over the last 4 games. This second one he measures, and that one is clean. That's more like it for the big fella. Well, 42-31, Royals down by 11.
50% is better than 40%.
It's kind of been the story tonight, hasn't it? A lot of 2-shot opportunities with just 1 point to show for it. Now, the extra treat on this possession is because the flagrant called, Royals will get the basketball as well. They're going to inbound. Tunney gives to Lauk, but it was tapped at by Stevens.
I mean, that's the 4th straight time it's been tipped by Stevens. I think you should try to make a cut or something to the basket and just bounce it in.
Well, Stevens has been coming over the baseline, and the officials are reminding him that he can't swing down. He has to let the ball come into play. He cannot hit it while it's still on this side of the baseline. Royals bounce it, and this time Stevens kicks it. The New Pal faithful who made the trip up and seem to think this is a Final Four game, plotting marvelously with that kick by Stevens. And now they're going to call a foul on Lauk. Again, I'm not sure exactly what for. That was instigated by Stevens. But it is going to go on Lauk. They'll say he backed into him. I don't know. We'll let it play on, but if you're a New Pal foul that's frustrated about the flagrant, you can be a Roncalli fan frustrated with that foul call. Long triple in the air for Gizzy. He knocks it down and stares over at the New Pal faithful that made this trip. 45-31 your score. Tunney will cross the timeline. Tunney, a bounce feed to Lauk. Lauk left side. Over to Tunney, a jab step. Now Lauk at the foul line. Royals down by 14 in need of a bucket. Trevor all the way to the rim. A lot of contact. He gets it to go anyway.
Strong take by Trevor. What a physical take there against big guy.
45-33. Nunnally has it left side. They swing over to Gizzy. Gizzy on a bounce feed, right side Haynes. Haynes back to Gizzy. Now left side to Nunnally. Nunnally over to Haynes. On the low baseline of that Roncalli right R. Now left side to Stevens. And the Royals in this zone with a 12-point lead. Not a ton of shots up until Blaine Nunnally gets free. Rebound tapped at. And they're going to get it over the back on the Royals. That's going to go on Drew Kagaris. His first. Everybody's fighting for position in there.
I think Drew's big job at the end.
Could have been.
That tip, maybe. Could have been the call there.
Full timeout taken by New Pal. We'll take one with them. 1:47 to play in this third quarter. The 9th-ranked Dragons on top of your Royals, 45-33. Back in a moment on the Roncalli Media Network.
Never lose your drive to deliver. Today's logistics marketplace is an ever-changing landscape where you can make your mark through dedication and passion. At Spot, these characteristics, along with drive and teamwork, form the basis for a rewarding, fast-paced career. Take it from our Roncalli co-founder and our dynamic group of Royals alumni. They've never lost the entrepreneurial spirit that provides the foundation for our continued success. There's never been a time like this, and there has never been a partner like Spot. We're relentless. We are experts. We are accomplished, and like you, we will never lose our drive to deliver. Come find your spot at spotinc.com/careers. Go Royals!
Welcome back to the Vinny Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium. Alongside Evan Tremaine, I am Jimmy Cook. Thanks so much for spending part of your Friday night with us here on the Roncalli Media Network. New Pal with the basketball out of the full timeout they took. 1:47 to play in this third quarter. They lead by 12, 45-33. Quick inbound over to Rudabush, who pump fakes once and scores. Make that Gizzy, in fact, I beg your pardon. And the lead now 14, 47-33. Tunney hands over to Kagaris. It was stolen away by Nunnally. Nunnally right side. He resets over to Gizzy. Gizzy dribbles into, thought about a triple, now over on the left side to Blaine. Blaine back over to Stevens. Coach Warnke yelling for the Royals to extend their zone defense out. Now they do a little bit. Byrne out there. Baseline feed. Spinning in the lane. Lauk cuts it off and wanted to travel. Official did not see it that way. Thought he picked up the pivot foot, as did we from our vantage point, but no luck. Nunnally right side. Gives over to Gizzy. Gizzy swings it around the horn. Haynes. Haynes left side. Back over to Nunnally. 50 seconds to play in this third quarter. Again, the Dragon just content to sit back with that 14-point lead. High pass over to Nunnally right side. A jab step by Rudebush. Now back to Nunnally. Over to Rudebush, who pump fakes once. Nunnally pump fakes a pass left side. Now they skip over to Haynes. Haynes left side, and again just playing hot potato with it. With Roncalli sitting in the zone, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Drew Kagaris.
Feels like Drew didn't see him there when he was running into him. It's just one of those things happens.
Sub at the table, Kendall Hill will check in. Luke will check in, and will Luke Kagaris sub at the table for Roncalli. 30 seconds to play in this third quarter. New Pal 47, Roncalli 33. The Kagaris brothers, Tunney, Lauk, and Byrne, the five out there for Roncalli. Free throw off the mark. Final 30 seconds of this third quarter. Royals in need of a momentum-swinging basket. They need it now. Tunney right side with 23 seconds at the volleyball line. Goes right side. Now they wait for some movement. Around a screen. Tunney right side to Lauk. Lauk looking for a backdoor cut. There's nothing there. He spins baseline. It's cut off. Had his pocket pick. Lauk somehow able to gather it back. Flips to Byrne. Byrne gathers it back and hands to Tunney. Tunney with 4. Tunney with Byrne in the corner, and it's rejected away by Rudebush, who came flying in on the help side with 2.2 to go.
He came out of nowhere like Spider-Man. You got plenty of time to get a shot up 2 seconds, but Bergman Stevens did not let it get an inbound in. Tried to not let it get an inbound in.
Byrne to inbound. Baseline left. Make that Kagaris, and the ball was kicked, so about 6/10 come off the clock. Kagaris will re-inbound. Stevens to Traeger, or make that Kagaris to Traeger. Gets it into Tunney, hangs for 3 at the horn. It's just long, and that'll end our third quarter of play. Advantage goes to the Dragons. They outscore the Royals 16-7 in that third quarter, expand their lead to 14. They lead 47-33, I beg your pardon. Fourth quarter, the final frame is up next on the Roncalli Media Network.
Sports fans, it's Mark Maloney with JC Bank. Whether tailgating or listening to the game at home, JC Bank invites you to BYOB. Be your own branch. Got a laptop with Wi-Fi or a smartphone? Well, BYOB 24/7 with JC Bank's online and mobile banking options. Hey, you can even apply for a mortgage online with JC Bank. And remember, we're happy to serve you at one of our local JC Bank offices too. And we'll be opening soon in Greenwood. Get in the game at jcbank.com/BYOB. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Providing comfort for families in their time of need is the main concern of the staff at Lauk Veldoff Funeral Home. We are a small family-owned firm and take great pride in the personal service we offer and the family-like atmosphere at our facility. At Lauk Veldoff, we only serve one family at a time, providing compassionate care and affordable options, truly part of your community. Lauk and Veldoff Funeral and Cremation Services. Call 317-636-6655.
Welcome back to Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium for the final quarter. Roncalli with the basketball, trailing by 14. Lauk has it on the right elbow over to Tunney right side. Tunney looking for help, now feeds Lauk in the post. Trevor backs down, goes, help comes, he hangs, he's fouled, he can't turn it home. Thought he was going to get a three-point play. Instead, he'll have to earn the 2 points the hard way at the charity stripe.
Yeah, I definitely thought that was going to go in. It looked like it off the backside of the backboard.
Lauk has made a number of trips to the line tonight. Shooting roughly 50% from the charity stripe. First free throw is good. One more upcoming for Trevor.
Luke Kagaris got to be careful here on this quarter as well as 4 fouls. He got 4 early in the second half.
Free throw is good, makes them both. 47-35. High pass up the way to Rudabush. Rudabush on the left wing, forced the pass in the corner to Hill. Hill tried to go baseline, it's cut off. Now reset things to Nunnally. Nunnally tried to blow by Tunney, he cuts it off. Little man-to-man look this time for Roncalli to start this final quarter. They trail by 12, extend it back out. Tunney fights through a screen. Nunnally goes at Lauk, off the mark on that wild shot. Rebound taken by Tunney. He'll see the floor. Tunney, Nunnally came late to play defense. Now Tunney's in trouble. He gives over to Kagras right side. Little jab step. Kagras fakes a feed to his brother Luke. Over to Tunney, top of the arc. To Lauk on the left elbow. Looking for a dribble handoff. Finds Tunney, who hoists a three on the right wing. It's an air ball. And the rebound taken successfully by Stevens. Full head of steam. Stevens kicks left side. Nunnally fakes a pass on the baseline. Hangs and adjusts to Hill, who laid it up and in.
It's great ball movement by New Pal. Just great kick out shots and lays in.
Risky pass by Luke Kagras. Bounce feed over to Tunney. Able to secure it, though, and Byrne has it at the volleyball line. To Tunney on the left side. A little jab step. To Lauk at the top of the arc. Fakes a pass, looking for help. Now gives over to Byrne. Byrne hoists for three. Off the mark. Rebound hits the back of the iron, and the rebound is controlled and taken by Nunnally. Nunnally around a screen. Looking for traffic to navigate through. At the top is Rudabush. Rudabush gives over to Nunnally. Byrne all over him. Nunnally fights around a screen. High pass to Haynes. Haynes, top of the key. Gives to Stevens. Stevens, a baseball pass to Rudabush, whose three is off the mark. Kagras flies in for the rebound. Kagras, top of the arc. Over to Tunney. High pass to Lauk. He could not corral that pass. Up the floor comes Hill. Hill full head of steam right at Kagras. They say play on. Rebound Tunney. 49-35. Royals down by 14. 5.5 to play.
Yeah, you get some offense here, Mojo especially.
Kagras drives, spins, contorts. Shot is good. And a timeout taken by Coach Warnke. 30-second timeout. Will take one as well. 5:23 to play in this final quarter. Royals have cut it down to 12. Back in a moment on the Roncalli Media Network.
Meet Zach. Zach rides everywhere, day and night, rain or shine. At Indiana Members Credit Union, we know Zach. We know he's been saving up for a car. We're here to help Zach and you. Now get pre-approved for auto financing as low as 3.99% APR. Today, it's all about Zach. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters. Rates subject to credit approval and valid on purchase of 2020 or newer vehicles. Learn more at imcu.com.
Basket. They've cut it down to 12, but are running out of time. Full court pressure applied. Nunnally breaks it. Up ahead, Slagley. Fakes a pass, Nunnally. Now over to Stevens at the volleyball line. Silky, Tunney, the Kagras brothers, and Lauk, the five out there for Roncalli. Nunnally, like a bull in a china shop down the lane, and he's going to be bailed out with a foul on the far left side. It's the Nunnally brothers, along with Haynes, Slagley, and Hill. The five, or Stevens, I beg your pardon, the five out there for New Pal. And that should be noted on that foul. It went against Luke Kagras. So that is his fifth. He's now fouled out of the ball game. So Roncalli loses their leading scorer. First time Luke is fouled out of a game this season. Any hope of cutting into this 12-point lead, and the Royals are already running out of time, is going to have to be done without the services of their leading scorer.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there from fouling out.
Front end of the 101 by Nunnally is good. Well, one more upcoming for Nunnally. That one is good as well. 51-37. Dragons by 14, approaching 5 minutes left in the ball game. Tunney to Byrne, now Selke. Selke to Lauk, far right side. Lauk gives back to Selke at the volleyball line. He'll jump into a shot, now give to Tunney, who rises, blocked by Stevens. Stevens out in front, 1-on-2. He extended the forearm. They say no. Down the lane, Haynes flops at it, but the rebound is tapped out and won by the Dragons. On a drive is Nunnally. His layup is true. Blaine Nunnally gets it to go, and the lead at 16, largest of the game, 53-37, with 4:30 to go.
Yeah, just tough stop on the inside.
Burn to Kagaris, and finally, about a quarter and a half too late, Bryant Nunnally called with a reach-in foul, jumping a passing lane. It will be only the 4th team foul on the Dragons, astonishingly, in this half.
Yeah, at this point, Roncalli is starting to get shots up because running out of time, down by 16.
Time is not your friend. Selke to Tunney, right side. High passes, high speed passes to Byrne, top of the arc. He'll hoist for 3. Left it short. Rebound won by Stevens, who gives to Nunnally. Blaine around a screen from Bryant. Now Nunnally extended the arm on Byrne and an offensive foul. Again, you're not going to take it when you can get it if you're a Roncalli Royal, but the way this officiating is picked up a little bit as of late, if you're a Roncalli fan, you can make an argument could have used that in the third.
Yeah, it's a big difference now, and the game was a 5-point game then, and now it's 16.
Tunney, pass in the corner. Byrne is yet to hit one. That one is too strong as well, and the rebound good by Nunnally, and a foul called on Selke on the far left side. 3:47 to play in this ball game, and the Dragons in the driver's seat here on CYO night and Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium. Well, this was sent to me earlier from our executive director, one of our executive directors of the Roncalli Media Network, Aaron Hummel. I want to give a shout out to the Roncalli band because not only are they in attendance, but they're also partnered up with high school. Their high school kids are partnered up with grade school students for CYO night. So not only are CYO athletes here, but CYO band members here as well. Free throws knocked in by Nunnally. 55-37. Lead is 18 at its largest. Kagaris, that's Drew. On the right wing, crosses up, pulls up, foul line, hands all over his chest. They say play on. Haynes up the floor, Nunnally. Crosses the timeline, works the crossover. Over to Nunnally. Nunnally, far left side to Haynes. Haynes to Nunnally matched up with Byrne. Bryant gets free. Entry pass. Kagaris steals it away from Stevens. He'll go full head of steam. Up the way. Blows by Stevens. To Tunney. Top of the arc. A dribble. At the foul line. Leaves for Lauk. Lauk. Left block. Floater is true.
Yeah, nice shot fake by Trevor there to get it in.
55-39. Pass up ahead. Nunnally. He drives at Byrne. He leaves it for Slagley. Shot up. Can't go. Lauk tried to get a charge. He could not. Oh, no, it is. It's an offensive foul. Trevor Lauk in great position. Thought for sure the officials were going to call that a block, but instead the big fella draws the offensive foul on Ben Slagley. That's his 4th.
Yeah, I definitely thought it was a blocking foul as well. I mean, I saw them walking the other way, so I'm like.
Good eye on your part, though. Tunney on the right wing. Gives the Lauk. Royals need points in a hurry if they want any shot. Tunney fights right at Stevens. Dishes to Lauk. No, it's instead to Selke, and a foul going to be committed by Selke as Haynes was going to roll up the way for a free shot at the rim. It will be the 10th on the Royals, so the bonus is in effect.
Yeah, I think
double bonus, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, I think a big thing right now, though, is Roncalli's driving to the basket and pick up their pivot foot, and they have a tough spot to pass it out as well.
Haynes misfires on the first. I want to remind those of you joining us, we'll have another broadcast tomorrow night when the Royals travel to Center Grove, another powerhouse in the state, another rival of Roncalli's. Have that for you, 7:30 start time, 7:15 pregame. 56-39, advantage Dragons. Tunney like a spin cycle on your washing machine down the lane. His layup was blocked, but there was body contact as well, so he will head to the charity stripe for 2 free ones.
Nice spin, but he got rejected right after. He just got whacked in both spots.
Little body contact, though, so even though it did get rejected, he will get a chance to earn the 2 points the hard way at the line. Free throw. Good. Sub at the table. Sean Byrne to check in. 2:28 to play. Barring a historic comeback, Dragons going to walk out of here with a sizable win. Second free throw for Tunney is off the mark. Rebound Stevens. Ian brings it up. Bounce feed Nunnally. In the corner they operate. Nunnally far left side. That's Blaine. Gives over to Bryant. Bryant to Slagley. Going cross court with these passes. Now Blaine Nunnally matched up with Byrne. 2:03 to play in regulation. Dragons by 16. High pass to Haynes at the Roncalli R. Now in the corner over to Blaine. Blaine to Haynes. Haynes lost the basketball. It falls to Bryant Nunnally. Nunnally back over to Haynes. Haynes trapped, and an offensive foul going to go against Ian Stevens. And that might be 5. It's either 4 or 5. Let's see. It's his 4th. 4 on Stevens. But this game, again, well in hand. Dragons in front by 16.
Yeah, that's a big thing there because they're going to try to drain that clock out as much as they can.
Yep. No shot clock in the state. Might as well take the advantage. Tunney crosses the timeline. Kagaris, little jab step. He'll go down the lane. A lot of contact. Officials say no. Rebound Blaine. Blaine up ahead. Selke tried to jump through for a steal. He couldn't get it. Nunnally leaves it for Stevens. And a blocking foul is called against the Royals. Foul is on Lau. Coach Warnke wanted an explanation for what he did. Have yet to see an official head over to him to share what it was. Free throw is good. 56-40, and now the subs come in for your Royals. Good applause from the fans here, but the Royals head to the bench. Out there is Eli Miller, as well as Noah Schmaltz, Judd Selke, Joe Taylor, and Luke Green. Out there for your Royals. Out there for Roncalli. Operating is Schmaltz. Schmaltz over to Taylor. Taylor top of the arc and a miscommunication. They throw it into the Roncalli bench, the turnover, with 1:15 to play. Far left side. Operating are the Dragons. They work at the top of the arc. Over to Haynes. Haynes, little pump fake, now goes right side to Rudabush. Final minute. Left in this one into Slagley, and they'll call a foul on Joe Taylor. I want to remind you, coming up tomorrow, we'll have bowling regionals for the Royals. Boys start at 8 a.m., girls start at 2 p.m. That'll be tomorrow, both those at Newcastle. Gymnastics, 10 a.m. versus Bloomington North, and Columbus East at Bloomington North. Wrestling, 9 a.m., freshman county action at Beech Grove. Swimming and diving, 3 p.m., the Circle City Conference Championship at Perry Meridian. And next week we'll have swimming and diving, 5:45. The rebuff Jesuit invite, the schools with no pools invite. Free throws knocked down, 58-40. Advantage to New Palm. Reminder, the IHSAA girls basketball sectional draw is this Sunday at 5 p.m. You can view that at ihsaatv.org. And then, of course, we'll have Roncalli Center Grove for you tomorrow night, 7:30 on the tip-off, 7:15 on the pregame. Royals operate with it. Eli Miller has it over to Noah Schmaltz. Schmaltz leaves to Selke. Selke spinning, hanging in the lane. Can't turn it home. But he will go to the line for 2 free ones.
Feels like every time we get fouled in the rim, we just don't get the roll. Tonight,
it's gone that way tonight, indeed. Obviously, it's a little different for the Well, Selke gets some minutes, but for the youngsters out there that are getting varsity playing time right now, as New Pal well on their way to a 20-point win. Stevens of the line. Takes 3 dribbles. Free throw off the line. I beg your pardon. Selke at the line. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong. Judd Selke at the line. He hits that first one and gets it to go. It bounced about every part of the iron and then dropped for him.
Well, I guess I talked about bad bounces. I guess we got one now.
Friendly bounce. Friendly rim. Home cooking. Second one, no such luck. 58-41. Lead is 17. Dragons will hold. Royals will give pressure, but don't look intent to foul. Rudebush over to Haynes. The Dragon faithful that are still here applauding their Dragons onward. It's been a highly contested rivalry over the years. Royals best them and send the Dragons home in the IHSAA State Tournament playoffs. Dragons exact a little bit of revenge on the hardwood. Victorious tonight, 58-41. Your final over the Roncalli Royals. They've now won 2 straight in the series against Roncalli. We will take a break. When we come back, the Indy Teledata postgame show is on. Again, our final in this one, the Dragons down your Royals 58-41. Indy Teledata postgame show is up next on the Roncalli Media Network.
Steve's Flowers and Gifts is your family-owned Indianapolis and Greenwood florist. Our mission is to establish and maintain the highest level of floral value and customer service at comfortable consumer prices. For the best and freshest flowers in Indianapolis and surrounding areas, Steve's Flowers and Gifts has exactly what you're looking for. Check out our wide selection of flower arrangements to make your next occasion memorable. Call 317-787-3431 or visit us at 3150 East Thompson Road. Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at marian.edu.
A proud supporter of Roncalli High School, Indy Teledata provides IT solutions for businesses and organizations in central Indiana. For over 10 years, Steve Battiato and his team of professionals have provided comprehensive computing support, business telephone solutions, network infrastructure, and productivity suite integration. For a free evaluation of your technology needs, give Steve and his team a call at 317-231-5547 or visit us at indyteledata.com.
When looking for reliable HVAC professionals, look no further than Ane & Bartram Heating and Cooling. Whether you need a routine maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit, Ane & Bartram are available to handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. Ane & Bartram strive to be the best, so call them today at 317-889-9574. They even have 24/7 emergency service. Call them today, Ane & Bartram, 317-889-9574.
Sports fans, it's Mark Maloney with JC Bank. Whether tailgating or listening to the game at home, JC Bank invites you to BYOB. Be your own branch. Got a laptop with Wi-Fi or a smartphone? Well, BYOB 24/7 with JC Bank's online and mobile banking options. Hey, you can even apply for a mortgage online with JC Bank. And remember, we're happy to serve you at one of our local JC Bank offices too. And we'll be opening soon in Greenwood. Get in the game at jcbank.com/BYOB. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
While others focus on simply facilitating a transaction, Century 21 agents like Sarah Lux believe in the value of delivering extraordinary experiences by defying mediocrity and always giving you 121%. Find your new home or sell your current home with the best. Contact Sarah Lux at 502-6253 or online at listwithlux.com. That's Sarah Lux at listwithlux.com. Listwithlux.com.
Welcome back to Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium on the campus of Roncalli High School. CYO night and Rob Brown Appreciation Night spoiled by the Dragons of New Pal. They defeat your Roncalli Royals 58-41. The Indy Teledata postgame show is on alongside Evan Tremaine. I am Jimmy Cook. Evan, this is a 3-point game after one quarter. It is a 5-point game at half, and then the Dragons defense really locked in on this Roncalli offense, giving up only 15 second half points, I beg your pardon. They outscored the Royals 16-7 in quarter number 3, 11-8 in quarter number 4, but at that point, the damage was already done. It's a highly talented Dragons team that really just put clamps on the Royals in the second half.
Yeah, after the first half, Roncalli looked pretty good in the first half after a strong first half hitting some threes. But second half, I think the wheels kind of fell off after New Pal's talent took over a little bit, and just they kept hitting their threes and turnovers and just kind of boiled over after second quarter, third quarter went over.
You mentioned it a number of times in the broadcast just how impressive it was, the amount of triples that the Trojans were able to hit over the course of this ball game.
They hit a lot. I mean, if they were open, I think they were going in. I mean, 100%.
They just were able to knock it down from distance throughout the night and then gave Roncalli fits offensively. Of course, the foul trouble a factor in this. Luke Kager is fouling out and being held to 8 points. That's a tough recipe for any team to overcome when you're leading scorers in that kind of foul trouble. Overall, though, just an impressive night from top to bottom from the Dragons. Again, we don't dabble in too much with the officiating, but a couple of calls go Roncalli's way here or there in the third quarter. Maybe the momentum shifts a bit. A raucous house, standing room only. Those calls don't happen, and instead the momentum carries away to the Dragons, and they knock off your Royals by a final of 58-41. We're going to take our first break here on the Indy Teledata postgame show. We come back, potentially a pregame conversation with Royals head coach Jamin Warnke, give you final numbers, and wrap things up. Again, Roncalli falls to the Dragons. They beat Roncalli 58-41, and actually will stay here as your head coach of the Royals. Jamin Warnke has arrived on scene. We set up his microphone here. Royals again fall tonight 58-41. A lot of it had to do with the effort there in that second half defensively by the Dragons. Going to have a conversation here in just a moment with Royals head coach Jamin Warnke. Coach, the defense in the second half for New Pal, they hold you guys just 15 points, but a number of your players, including Luke Kegris, were in foul trouble. Where did this one get away tonight?
Gosh dang, third quarter again. I don't know. We got to figure out the second half. I mean, we can't fault our effort. I just told our players in the locker room, a lot of times the more physical team actually gets called for less fouls.
Yeah.
New Pal is a tough, strong, physical team, and they make it hard on us every possession. Our fouls, our contact is more noticeable because, we don't do it all the time.
Right.
And they're tough to play against, but again, we gotta get that third quarter figured out.
Coach, I know that you're the last person that's going to sit here and make excuses, and nobody in your group is, but we've talked about it all year that this is a roster that is missing some pieces. This is not on a year-in, year-out basis. You're going to be running with just 6 or 7 guys off the bench, and that's a very, very talented New Pal team.
Yeah.
How do you navigate these huddles, navigate these locker rooms? And obviously you guys want to win, you want improvements, but you have to take it almost on a possession-by-possession basis because you guys are shorthanded. We
are shorthanded. Their coach made a joke when when we exchanged starting lineups before the game. He goes, "Oh, you don't say." I mean, we don't have many secrets here. We don't have much up our sleeve. Okay, but I mean, gosh dang it, I don't know. That's who we are. That's who we are. And we got to figure out how to get a win, and it doesn't get any easier. Okay, tomorrow Center Grove, they're dang good too. Mm-hmm. Just got to take care of the ball. I don't know. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Coach, this is going to be the million-dollar question, and obviously if you could answer this for me right now, things would be rolling on all cylinders for your Royals. But there's been flashes this year of what this team can be. Shortridge to start the year, on the road at Triton Central, and then the gutsy performance against North Central in the first round of county. You're going to need a performance like that when you're up against teams like Center Grove. And in this sectional, how do you bottle that up?
I don't know. Nothing that is worthwhile is easy.
Yep.
And we have to win a tough one. Now hold on. North Central was tough. I'm not going to say we've never done it.
Sure.
Okay. But we have to do it more consistently. And we're asking a bunch. We're asking a lot. But in order to do what we want to do and get where we want to get, we have to embrace the grind, embrace that tough, those tough spots, those tough situations, and be even better in those spots. And sometimes we have been this year, but a lot of times we've fallen just a little short.
How important is, you mentioned it when you first sat down here, how important is that effort when you have a shorthanded roster? Because, again, I know at the end of the day, we want to see you win.
Yeah.
You want to win. The players want to win. But how important is it seeing that effort and consistency over the course of 4 full quarters?
Well, I'll say this. I don't know. We have a huge crowd here tonight. I don't think anybody's going to leave and on their way home tonight be like, man, Roncalli didn't play very hard. Yeah. I mean, our guys, left it all out there. We just have to get better and tougher. And tougher doesn't mean winning a fight. Tougher means, holding on to the ball, getting those loose balls, getting those long rebounds. They got them tonight. But they're dang good. There's no fault in losing to New Pal. Yep. But gosh dang it, I thought tonight was our night.
Coach, obviously not the result you wanted. We've joked about this a time or two. The good news about this back-to-back is you get to flush it, and you get another tough test tomorrow night against Center Grove. We'll be there, obviously, on the call. Looking forward to it. And, again, thank you for making time for us as always, Coach.
Very good. See you tomorrow.
That is Royals head coach Jamin Warnke. We will take a quick break and be back to wrap things up after this. Again, New Pal victorious over Roncalli.
While others focus on simply facilitating a transaction, Century 21 agents like Sarah Lux believe in the value of delivering extraordinary experiences by defying mediocrity and always giving you 121%. Find your new home or sell your current home with the best. Contact Sarah Lux at 502-6253 or online at listwithlux.com. That's Sarah Lux at listwithlux.com. Listwithlux.com. Never lose your drive to deliver. Today's logistics marketplace is an ever-changing landscape where you can make your mark through dedication and passion. At Spot, these characteristics, along with drive and teamwork, form the basis for a rewarding, fast-paced career. Take it from our Roncalli co-founder and our dynamic group of Royals alumni. They've never lost the entrepreneurial spirit that provides the foundation for our continued success. There's never been a time like this, and there has never been a partner like Spot. We're relentless, we are experts, we are accomplished, and like you, we will never lose our drive to deliver. Come find your spot at spotinc.com/careers. Go Royals!
Meet Zach. Zach rides everywhere, day and night, rain or shine. At Indiana Members Credit Union, we know Zach. We know he's been saving up for a car. We're here to help Zach and you. Now get pre-approved for auto financing as low as 3.99% APR. Today, it's all about Zach. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters. Rates subject to credit approval and valid on purchase of 2020 or newer vehicles. Learn more at imcu.com.
Night to the Dragons of New Pal. They beat Roncalli 58-41 alongside Evan Tremaine. I'm Jimmy Cook. Let's take a look at your full game numbers, starting first with the Dragons of New Pal. 15 points for Blaine Nunnally to lead all scores, 11 points for Ian Stevens, 8 points for Julius Gizzy, 7 points for Ben Slagley, 7 points for Moses Haynes, 6 points for Bryant Nunnally, 4 points for Kendall Hill to round out the Dragons scoring. They outscored the Royals 16-13, 15-13, 6-7, and 11-8 over the course of the ball game. For your Roncalli Royals, 12 points to lead all scorers for Drew Kagaris, 8 points for Luke Kagaris, close to a season low for him. He fouls out of the ball game with 5 fouls for the first time all year. 7 points for Nolan Tunney. And correction on the leading scorer, 13 points for Trevor Lauk to lead all scorers. A lot of that came from the charity stripe. 1 point for Eli Miller. The Royals officially on the night. I apologize because I had this stat, but then I put it on my phone, so I'm sorry to everybody for having to be on a delay with this. The Royals hit 4 triples, all of which came in the first half. The Dragons, you want to take a guess? You want to just throw out a number? How many triples do you think they hit tonight?
11.
9. 9 triples unofficially. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 threes knocked in by New Pal. That part of the reason the Dragons knock off your Royals. Royals fall to 5-8. Dragons improve to 13-0 on the season. Well, coming up next on the Roncalli Media Network, we will have boys basketball action once again. This time the Royals will travel to Center Grove tomorrow night. That's a 7:30 start time. Evan Tremaine will be back alongside with yours truly. No video for that broadcast, an audio-only broadcast. Log in to RoncalliMediaNetwork.com. We'll have that for you. 7:30 pregame, 7:15 tip. The executive director of the Roncalli Media Network is Therese Carson and Aaron Hummel. AJ Ablong doing a wonderful job with our video department and his student crew. Tip the cap to all of their handiwork, both with whether it's just wire operation, whether it's the cameras, whether it's the audio, doing a picturesque job for us all night long. Always appreciate their hard work as well. Andrew Mason doing a great job on stats tonight. For my partner, Evan Tremaine, I'm Jimmy Cook. And our final in this one, the Dragons defeat the Royals 58-41. And until we talk to you tomorrow night at Center Grove, this is Jimmy Cook saying so long, everybody.